Welcome to today's episode, my friends. It is all about one thing, one team that's going to help you zoom through into Fire of Fate Expert here on Cookie Alliance Season 2-6. Thank you for joining me in today's episode. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you got a question, if you got a comment along the way, do let me know because I'd love to hear from you as always. We will break down the 4 T's. That is the team, the tactics, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed. Down below, you'll find today's timestamps as we cover the one epic team, particularly for me as a free-to-play player, to help you get into the top 20,000, as you can see over there, and into Master 5 like me. We got one team to get you all the way here to Expert Fire of Fate. Let's get into it here and work through our hard mode and show you and work through exactly what I'm talking about. So first and foremost, here we are in Cookie Alliance Hard for Season 2-6. First, as always, let's talk about a few of the tactics. First, we got our suggested Earth, Fire, and Poison. I'd like to talk about these things just that if you want to change up your team and those things, you got some different ideas, we can talk about those. Plus, in the previous Cookie Alliances, we've worked through our elemental teams. That is not what we're doing today. We're doing something completely different. Additionally, here are effects. We have attack speed down. We got enemies max HP up, debuffs up, defense up, and enemies debuff resist up, down. There you go. Same thing. Depends on how you look at it. Now, a couple things. Getting through this wave is going to be 20 different waves. You do get 177 artifact points. And that reminds me, make sure that you do use your artifact points right here. So make sure that you're leveling these things up. Mine are at 10. Mostly for most of our stuff here, as you can see already. That certainly does help you. Not necessarily required to get through. However, once again, makes it a little bit closer to the team that I am using. Now, additionally, on top of it here, my friends, use those up and don't forget to use your Beacon of Valor. Make sure that you have that. So all the key tactics we've covered. Let's go ahead now and talk about our one team. This team is an all epic team, my friends. It is something different, probably something you haven't seen. And on top of that, we got Blackberry. I'm super excited about this. So let's talk about this strategy a little bit for you with this one. We're running a double defense up front. We have a Space Donut here to really convert and lock down your opponents in the waves. We got Financier Cookie for that defense, plus the additional survival for Creme Brûlée. We have additional support here with Blackberry. And we have our healer with Cream Puff doing large heals and keeping this team alive. That is the key. It's sort of like a light team, a little bit, because you got Creme Brûlée in here and Financier and Cream Puff really kind of being the light folks, supported by these other two here. But that is exactly what it is. It's about a turtle type strategy, defense, support, and a big nuker here, and damage dealer with Creme Brûlée. Now, in terms of the treasures, let's talk about these here. We are on Dream Conductor's Whistle. We have Old Pilgrim Scroll and Squishy Jelly Watch, all about attack and cooldown. Some things to support that, though, that are a little bit different. You can go Librarian's Enchanted Robes. You can do that instead of this one right there with the whistle. We'll pop that back because I want to show you what I did to get by it, so that you can see. Additionally, on top of that, you could do Duriner Squeaky Flamingo Tube to help you with your defense cookies up the front, and make sure up in the front and make sure that it gives them more survivability, those kinds of things. On top of that, you can use Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch here. You could go with a little bit more defense with Disciple's Magic Scroll, crit here with Grim Looking Sigh, those kinds of things to give you some additional alternatives. So that is the treasures. Let's talk about the toppings. As always, when it comes to toppings, we always recommend a Resonant or Radiant where it makes sense. Additionally, we do have all of our toppings and Beast Kit guides available to you down below and here on the channel that you can check out to keep you in the know. Here on Space Donut, we are running Solid Almond. You could run the Choco Chip set for cooldown if you wanted to. Financier, we're on Solid Almond. Here we're also on cooldown with Choco Chip. We're on attack with Creme Brûlée, again being our #1 damage dealer. That's going to matter. And then Cream Puff, we're actually on Apple Jelly set here for the crit to give us those nice, really large heals. So that is the team. Now, in terms of our Beast Kits, as always, just make sure that you do have the legendary ones where you can. My Cream Puff is also at +20. In terms of candy, could certainly be better. And again, you can see where each one of these is at. Financiers at 14 to give you an idea. That could be better. And there is the team for you there as well. So wanted to work through each of those pieces for you before we get into our run here with our Cookie Alliance Season 2-6 hard and one team strategy. With that, if you still got questions about it, shoot them my way. Let's get into it here. We've covered the team, we've covered the tactics, we've covered the treasures and the toppings. And we've also given you that strategy that we talked about for this particular run. Let's get into it here and go after it. Now, on top of that, if this team is not fully good enough to get you all the way through, you can have those additional supporting teams available to you. You can check out some of our older episodes for some ideas on the lovely elemental style teams. Now, additionally, I will come out with more Cookie Alliance episodes as well, so you can stay tuned for some of those ideas as we continue to work our way through together. All right, so here we go. So here's how you can see that in action. As you can see, the Space Donut kind of neutralizing some of these waves here. We got that Financier Cookie putting on the lovely additional defense for Creme Brûlée for that survivability. The support from Blackberry here, and then the good old Cream Puff with the big heals. Now, as always, when it comes to this, we do only have 5 minutes to get through. Watch Creme Brûlée rip through the little golden city here, also known as cheese, and boom, continue onward, upward, and fast. As always, if you're curious, if you're newer, you can see each of the things here at the top. They're the elemental types that are going to deal additional damage, and kind of the things that are going to work against you. In this case, we do have the debuffs up for our Chapter 3. Each chapter is going to have about 3 waves, 1, 2, 3, and a boss that's going to be in your way before you can proceed to the next chapter. All right, here we go. Regretful Alchemist, check, my friends. We have 4 minutes here. We're on Chapter 4, working our way through. Here we go. As always, we got swag and merch available to you down below. You can check that out in our store. Thank you for that. As always, it's a fun way to support the channel. All right. On to the last boss, Chapter 4 here, with the big old jelly worm. There we go, and that thing is also done. Into our final chapter here. Now, again, why I brought up some of these other things, you can use the elemental strategy. We are doing something different as a free-to-play player in this episode, and zooming through with this team to get you to expert. All epics, my friends, all epics. All right, last but not least, the boss. Dark Choco Cookie. Now, one of the things here, unfortunately, is as you can see, when we do use Space Donut, you don't convert that squad, the bad 4, right? All right, we're going to take that History Relic chest too. Now, one other fun tip, comment. One other fun tip, you can certainly use your other ticket up if you're looking to use them up, or if you don't want to run again, those kinds of things. I recommend, if you can get through the first wave or first chapter of the next highest level, don't necessarily use those, run through it. That's going to give you nice wave rewards and ultimately help you continue to level up your team so that you can get the best standing there for Cookie Alliance. And with that, that concludes today's episode for you here, as we broke it all down with the one epic team as a free-to-play player to get you through, zoom through all the way into your expert as we beat hard, because everything else this will take down for you as well. So showing off in the fun epic style as always. With that, if you still got a question or comment as we broke down the 4 T's, the tactics, the treasure, the team, and the toppings in order to help you succeed here on your runs in Cookie Alliance, let me know and feel free to join us in the Discord server, my friends. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here. On top of that, thank you to all of our members as always. And we got affiliate links and swag and merch, like I said. Something there for everyone. It's a nice way to support the channel. Don't forget our socials. At me, chat me, stay connected, my friends. We love showcasing your stuff, particularly fan art if you see that. And with that, keep on running, my friends. Enjoy the Cookie Alliance guide we put together for you here today to zoom to expert mode with an all-epic team. We'll see you out there.